Hello everybody and welcome back to Washoe, Nevada. And welcome back to the channel. Welcome to any of our new subscribers. Thank you for all the support. Last time we were on, we did the contract over on 2 for fertilizing, and we did our spraying of herbicide over on field 4 to take care of the weeds that were over there. And I decided I think we're just going to keep on, whoa, there's a pole there. We're going to keep on plugging on until seasons comes along, because this is going to take us a little bit to save up all the money that we, to work on expanding this farm anyway. Because I do want to upgrade, equipment and tractors, and especially the harvester. I definitely want the bigger harvester. That's going to take a little bit to get. Possibly get a couple more fields, be able to get our animals, equipment to finish the rest of our equipment to take care of the animals. So what I'm thinking is, if I remember correctly, we'll go on here and we'll double check, is we have a few contracts available in here. And I want to do up, I think, these 3 fertilizing ones. If we can get them all done today in this episode, we will definitely get that done. So I think we're going to start right out with, and I don't know why I jumped in the tractor, because I don't want to do that yet. 14, 16, and 7. So I think we'll start with, let me run over and grab the truck, because I'm going to do something here. 14, 16, and 7. I think we'll go with 14, because 14 is over that way. 16 is right up over here on top of the hill, and then 7 is over that way, down in that area. So what I'm thinking is, we'll do this. We take the truck, we'll go over to the shop. I'm going to lease the tanker, the smaller tanker. We'll bring it back, we'll get it filled up, and I'm going to drive it up to field 14, up near the edge of field 14. We'll come back down, we'll grab the tractor, I'll fill it up with fertilizer, and then we'll take that up to 14 and we'll start fertilizing. And we'll get a couple of these contracts done, see if we can't make ourselves a little extra money, build up our funds. And I'm thinking, because it's not going to cost that much to do. Let's see, we need crop protection. Lizard HS8. Change this. Just because, well, I can. I'm just going to lease it. I'm not going to buy it right now. I am eventually going to buy one of those because they do come in very handy. But anyway, as I was saying, had a couple of ideas. And we're definitely going to keep on going with this, this series for as long as it takes. I haven't decided what our end goal is for this series yet. Biggest thing is to just keep on going and definitely have fun while we're doing it. Just for the enjoyment of playing the game, playing the map. But a couple ideas I had is, as I said, we'll get these fertilizing jobs done. these 3 fertilizing jobs, because these 3 jobs, since and I know we've got the fertilizer because we have that left over from doing the contract on field 2. So we have fertilizer. We get these 3 fertilizing contracts done, and that'll get us, what is it, 16, 19, about $19,000 roughly. Almost 20,000 actually, maybe even more than that, but I forget what it is. We'll have to double check the prices on them. Actually, I think it is. I think it's going to be about 21, 22,000 I think we'll get for the 3, at least. So we'll get those done. And then if it's still available, I did notice in the harvesting, in the contract there is a harvesting one. Unfortunately, that one is for sugar beets. But the payout on that is going to be 22,000. And if I lease the equipment, shoot, I missed my turn. If I lease the equipment, or not lease, borrow the equipment, I should say. I believe the hit on that is just a little over 1,000 for that. It's going to take a little while to do. But with how much we'll get on the contract, and with how much the potential we have to make from the actual crop that's left over after we do the harvest, it's actually should be pretty good. I mean, yeah, granted, it probably won't be tremendous, but if we could do that after we get these done, if it's still available, because I figured we might as well do this since we still have, you know, we had 21,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. All of our fields are fertilized, as you can see, except for field 4. I do need to put another coat on that, but that won't take that much fertilizer to do that. But I'll do that contract, and I'll probably do that one, the harvesting one for the sugar beets. I might do that one off screen. Because again, part of an idea that I have is, besides doing that contract to get us a little extra money, you know, we'll get these contracts done, get the money, get some chickens, because our field isn't quite ready yet. With wheat, it's going to be another, probably 2 days. In-game days, 1 to 2 days, probably 2, before the wheat's ready to harvest. But we can still get the chickens, and buy, what, 3 pallets I think it would be, maybe 4 at the most, the chicken feed, which is basically wheat, is all it is, which wouldn't cost us a super lot to do that, because the number of chickens I'm thinking is kind of go along the lines of what the new Seasons, which is coming out Wednesday for PC, and hopefully not too long after will be coming out on console. We need one rooster for every 8 chickens. So my thought is we get, what would it be, say 48 hens, and that would be 6 roosters. So that would put us at a total of 54. And that shouldn't take too much of more than about roughly 3,000, 4,000 liters of feed for them at the most. Maybe even less than that. But I was thinking we could do it that way. We'll use the money that we get from, doing these to do that. Get some chickens, buy a couple pallets of feed to get them started, so we can start producing eggs and make a little extra income there to help us out. I thought I accepted, oops, I didn't accept the contract, did I? Jeez. Try that again. That was interesting, I had a crop in it, but now the crop disappeared. That's funny. That's real funny. That was really interesting how that works. But anyway, but we can get the fertilizing done of these fields. Get the money from that. Take the money from this, part of the money. Get some chickens, some roosters. Get a little bit of feed to get us started until our field is ready. So we'll be able to take care of them ourselves without having to buy any feed. Be able to start getting eggs, so we can start getting income from them from selling eggs soon. And then the other little crazy idea I had is the John Deere DLC for the cotton is due to release tomorrow. And my thought was, for the next episode, possibly even 2 episodes, depending on how long it takes to do this, but we take a look at, let's do this while this guy is running here. We have 2 cotton fields here. We have field 17 and field 15. Now if we take a look at their growth, they're both at their last stage of growth. And 15 needs lime, which we can't do anything about right now. So let's turn off, whoops, not weeds. Turn off the wrong one. Turn off the lime for a minute here. It doesn't need plowing, it doesn't have weeds, but it has 1 application of fertilizer right now. So my thought was, since this one doesn't have any fertilizer on it at all and is almost ready to harvest, this one here, we could put a second state of fertilization on it. And my thinking is that we take out a loan. I know it's going to avoid a loan, but basically what it's going to be is it's going to be a short-term loan. And we're going to flip this field specifically for the cotton harvest DLC. We get this field, I fertilize it, and then we lease the new cotton harvesting equipment from the John Deere DLC, and we use that equipment to take care of field 15. And then of course we'll have the money that we get from the cotton bales themselves, selling these at the spinnery, and we turn around and we sell this field back, and then we pay off the loan immediately. because this field here is going to cost us 145,000. This one's only 106, but yeah, this wouldn't be good. I mean, because yeah, this one's only 108,000, but we'd only end up with one harvest date, and at least this one already has a harvest date on it. You know, it does need lime, which means that it'll take a hit of, what is it? I think it's 10%. So that's my other thinking, is I'll get these fertilizing contracts done here. We'll get 14, 16, and 7 done. Get the fertilizing on those done. And then I'll get the fertilizing on 4 done, so we have full fertilization on there. I said I might look into taking on contract over here at 11, because that is also ready. And that is sugar beets. And the contract for that, if it's still here, at the moment it still is. Yeah, it's a little over 22,000. We'd have to borrow the equipment because I don't have any sugar beet equipment, and it would cost me more to lease that harvester than the hit I would take for borrowing theirs. So that would be 21,000 plus whatever we get for the excess sugar beets that are being sold. That would be above the contract. So I think that's the way I'm looking at heading. Also looking at the possibility, but that one will take a little bit longer because they are a little bit on the pricey side to get put in. You know, get them built, get them installed. Some greenhouses. Thinking about looking at doing a couple of greenhouses. Maybe like one of each, you know, 1 cucumber, 1 tomato, 1 lettuce. I mean, because if we just provide water, we still get paid. If we provide water and manure, we'll get double. And if we have to buy the manure, well, the manure really isn't that expensive. I mean, I can get a whole load for, let's see, our trailer that I currently have holds what? If I have it at maximum, I think I got it. If I've got it at maximum, which is 12,000 liters, what is that going to be? About $1,000 probably to fill that, so that wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that idea. Getting ready for as I said, getting ready for the cotton DLC, and see if we can't push along with at least some chickens and that to help start getting some money there. The idea of possibly getting some greenhouses to help supplement. You know, I figure, as I said, 1 tomato, 1 cucumber, 1 lettuce. We got ourselves a nice garden salad right there. So hey, that wouldn't be too bad. This way maybe we can work towards a little bit quicker of getting our cows. I said in my last episode, I had thought about taking a break, and it wasn't a break from playing, but it was going to be possibly a break from, you know, recording this series. But then I got thinking about it, and with a couple of people's comments, but I got thinking about it after I made the video and sat back and was thinking about it. It's going to take us a little while to make the money anyway to be able to really expand this farm, since we are taking things, you know, one step at a time. You know, doing things the way we're doing with the growth and the time setting, it's definitely going to take a couple extra episodes anyway just to get things moving along, you know, because as I said, I want to, you know, upgrade equipment, upgrade tractors, especially upgrade the harvester, upgrade the seeder, maybe get a couple more fields. Like I said, work on, you know, we'll work on expanding the farm a little bit at a time. Because it is probably going to be, you know, a couple of weeks. At least a couple of weeks probably before we even come close to the possibility of being able to see seasons come to consoles. I don't figure, hopefully it doesn't take, you know, 2 months before we, you know, get the chance to use seasons on consoles. I'm hoping it's just a few weeks, because by the sounds of it, most of it is actually working fairly well. But I said, once it's released on Wednesday, the next week or two will tell a lot. It really will. Probably top this off while it's at this end, because the truck is at this end. So let's get her lined up here. I'll head on up here and grab the truck. So we just slowly keep plugging along here. Get things working. Keep working some contracts, help out our, you know, neighbors, and see if we can't make a little extra income until we can get our farm fully up and moving along here. We go. This field, it shouldn't take too much longer. A couple more passes here and we'll have this job complete. I said, I think that's going to be the main focus of this episode. I like that idea, the idea. Flipping field 15, so we can try out the new John Deere Cotton DLC. Give that a test, give that equipment a run, and see how that all works. We'll do that for the next episode. I think this episode, what I'm going to do is what I'm doing now. Like I said, we'll finish up this field here, I'll get the spraying done on field 16 and on field 7. Make ourselves a little extra money there. Also look into, by the time I finish all the fertilizing, if field 11, the harvesting there of the sugar beets, is still available. Might look into doing that one also. Then we take out a loan for, probably about a couple $100,000 is what we would need. Since the field's $145,000 for field 15. Estimates for leasing some of the equipment, especially the harvester itself for the cotton DLC. Because that's going to be expensive. But if we can lease that and say for, as I said, for about $200,000, we can lease the harvester, lease the some of the other equipment for the round bale handling for those cotton bales. We'll give them as a try, see how they work. We'll get the income from actually selling the cotton, which will be nice. Then we can turn around and resell the field. And take that money from reselling it back, plus what we get for selling the cotton bales themselves. We should pretty easily be able to repay the loan that we'd have to take out. And we should be able to come ahead fairly nicely. Yeah, this field won't take too long, and it shouldn't take too much of the fertilizer by the looks of it. Alright, you continue going. I'm going to grab the truck. And I think what I'm going to do, because I said, I think there should be enough fertilizer in there to do that field. If I remember correctly. So only take about 650 as far as an amount of liters, and there's over 1,000 liters in that tank still left from doing this field. So if I can grab the truck, I'll take it over to field 7 once I'm done with field 16, we can drive straight over to field 7, fill up the tank, the sprayer tank. As soon as we get over there, I can start working field 7. That's one good thing about, you know, yeah, it did cost a little bit to begin with, but buying the extra liquid fertilizer from doing field 2 we're able to do 3 more contracts. Still have a decent amount of fertilizer left. Once I get all these fields on our fields, I think I got one field that still needs to spray. I believe that's field 4. Still needs a second application of fertilizer on it. Yeah, the more and more I think about this, I think the more and more I like it. We'll get set up to do the play around with the cotton DLC. Maybe on our next episode. Get these little jobs here done. As I said, make a little extra income. So we'll park this up here. Oh, the fun part. We're gonna run cross country here. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. We'll finish off these 3 spraying jobs. I'll double check field 4, see if I can spray it now or if I have to wait a little bit longer. Hopefully I can spray it now, since I have the sprayer out and we've got the trailer and that. We got field 4 sprayed. And then I will see about taking on field 11 for that harvest. And what I will do is I will take probably take a screenshot of me starting that harvest, you know, accepting that contract, and a screenshot once I finished it. I think it'd be the best way to do it. This should be almost done. Yep, almost done. Awesome. Perfect timing. There it is. Fold that up. We'll complete that one. We'll accept this one. And we still have over 400 liters in here. Very nice. Get this over to field 7, work on getting field 7 done, because we are at what, 90,000? Very nice. And we should be getting roughly another 8 for this one. A little over 8. And if I take on field 11, excuse me, we'll get the, well, borrowing their equipment, we'll get about 21,000 for the contract, plus whatever crop is left over that we can sell. I can get field 4 fertilized, and like I said, I'll work on, you know, take out a temporary loan, buy field 15, get it fertilized, so we can play around with the new cotton DLC. Now, for those of you who have not done so or do not know yet, or haven't seen it yet, the update for consoles, or an update, actually it wasn't just consoles, this is just, there is an update that just came out today. Should be some bug fixes, and support for the new cotton DLC. So if you haven't done so, make sure you go and get that, make sure that gets downloaded and installed. Or if you want to try out that cotton DLC, you want to use that setup, you will have to make sure you get the update. But I think that's where we're going to leave it today, guys. I'm going to finish off this field here, get this contract done, and I'll get field 4. Hopefully be able to get field 4. It's second fertilization. Get field 11 done. We'll get so I'll take out the temporary loan for field 15, get it purchased, get it fertilized. That way it is fully prepped, fully ready to go. And by the time I get done with this contract and the contract on field 11 anyway, it's probably going to be dark. It's going to be nighttime. And so we'll be moving on into the morning. And maybe if we're lucky, by morning, the field will be all ready anyway, so that'll be perfect. And I'll lease the cotton equipment, and we'll have a play around with it and try it all out. See how it all looks, see how it all works. Like I said, I will not be purchasing any of the equipment, but I will lease the equipment. Like I say, once we're done with 15, with the playing around with the equipment and harvesting that field, I will resell the field take the money that we get from the cotton sales and reselling the field back, and we'll pay off the loan, the temporary loan. As I said, it's only going to be temporary. We'll immediately pay that right back off again, so we don't have to worry about it. So if you guys haven't been there yet, make sure you go. Make sure you go over to Alien Jim's Facebook page. Check out the some of the new pictures that he has posted for the progress on Sussex Farm for the conversion. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you like the video, make sure you give us that thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. But I think that's where we're going to leave it, guys. As I said, this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to finish this up, probably do the sugar beet contract if it's still available once I finish this, and then I'm going to get that second, hopefully get that second fertilization on field 4, see about getting field 15, get that prepped and ready to go. So once we get that the new John Deere Cotton DLC, will be fully ready to go there, and we can play around with that. So until next time, guys, be good to each other, and blessed be everyone.